Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Marvel Snap video. So, in this one, we are talking about Season Pass XP, as there is some stuff going on with it that doesn't seem to be right. So, you might remember back earlier in the month, there were some quests that just were very weird in the Season Pass. The one that stuck out to a lot of people was the one where it was like, hey, win 100 games where you snapped. Which is ridiculous. They clearly, wouldn't normally put that in. And someone figured out that the way they usually calculate the season pass stuff, it seemed mixed up for this month. That 100 number was probably for what was supposed to be a, collect booster quest, and it was effectively hot fixed, and it went down to like 7 or 10 or something, and much more reasonable number. Clearly, it was not intended. And so someone on the Discord brought something up about this. Although the bugged requirements were fixed, the total season mission XP is still incorrect and seems to still be using a 5-week formula instead of a 4-week one. If you don't know, the XP you get during a 5-week season and a 4-week season is different because it's a longer season. So in the longer seasons, you get less XP per week because you have that extra week. Week 3, for example, was 9,000 total XP, the same as a 5-week season instead of 10,500. With only 2 unrevealed missions to go, which by now are revealed, and a few days left in the season, we seem to be missing 7,700 XP from the total expected mission XP. Have I calculated this correctly, and can this be fixed in time, or will some type of compensation be needed? Yeah, great question. And maybe Monday we'll get a response to this, but yeah, we are running out of time in the season. So this is one of those things where if you've noticed you're not as high up on the season pass as you normally are, this is probably the reason for it. Because for most people, I think a lot of their season pass leveling comes from getting these quests done, as completing them all gets, I think, like 95, if not more, % of the way to completing the season pass. I noticed this too, but I thought maybe I've just been playing a little bit less this month because I just hit level 50 the other day. But seeing this get brought up, suddenly it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we definitely need to know what's going on here, because I'm sure there are a lot of people who play significantly less and rely on that XP in order to, get the maximum value out of their pass each month. So very much hope this is something that can be resolved quickly, because they are running out of time to do it with the new season starting up on Tuesday. That's not the only thing we have to talk about today, though, when it comes to the season pass. This is concerning the caches you get access to after reaching level 50 on the season pass. So if you're unfamiliar, once you complete the main season pass, there are additional caches you get for every level. A lot of the time they're going to be garbage with boosters, but occasionally you can get other resources like credits, gold, or variants. And while this doesn't usually add up to a whole ton of more resources for people, it definitely can, especially for those who are dedicated grinders. I know some people grinded this to an insane level for the potential free resources, getting level 200 or 300 most months. For context, as someone who plays this game probably more than most as a streamer, I usually don't hit 100 in a season. Usually I'm somewhere between 80 to 100 or 70 to 100, depending on how much I played that season. So I think most people don't get it up that high, but there was a change made in the game putting a cap at the season pass level 100. So after level 100, you are no longer earning caches. And this isn't going to affect a lot of players, but since we're talking about the season pass and the XP and all that stuff, I figured this was good to throw in here. This is a translated post. So I vividly remember talking about this when it was announced, but going back through the updates and content and all this other stuff, I couldn't find this news anywhere. I'm pretty sure it happened during the September Spider season, but I looked through all the patch notes, I looked around on the internet, I looked all over, I could not find it documented anywhere, and from what I've heard, people are only noticing this happening this season. So maybe it's something they told us about but didn't implement right away. But yeah, that is a thing now. If you're a hardcore grinder who normally goes above level 100, well, they are stopping you from doing that now. So where did this image come from? This image came from a Indonesian Facebook post from the official Marvel Snap account over there. So shout out to the dude who sent me this from KM Best's Discord. I could not find anything on this, and I vividly remember reading about it or knowing about it at some point in time. And this is so far the only relic of that I could find from an official source. And so this is translated. The post was actually in Indonesian, but we used a little bit of Google Translate magic to translate the post, and we can see the Spider-Man stuff in the background. So to me, that kind of confirms this was during the Spider season when it was initially announced. So I don't know if they went back and changed it. I don't really know what happened with the information surrounding this, but when I talk to other players who are very involved in the game, so many people seem to have no memory of this, and going through the patch notes and whatnot, it doesn't seem to be there anymore, if it was ever there to begin with. So who knows, but we're talking about season pass stuff, so I figured it would be worth throwing this in the video. Like it says here, this won't affect like 99% of the players, but I'll pour one out for all the hardcore grinders, because, well, Second Inner, I guess, doesn't like you getting all that free stuff, even though I think it takes a pretty unreasonable amount of time to get anyway, but that's just me. Also, one last thing before we close out here, I did want to mention we are doing the streamathon again, starting today. If you don't know what that is, for the last 2 years, I've streamed every day for the month of December, and this month will be no different. So we're going to be doing Snap, we're going to be doing some Pocket, Pokemon, ROM hacks, and a bunch of other fun stuff every day for the month of December. And for the first time, it'll be dual streamed here on YouTube as well as Twitch. So if you like the content and you want more of what I do, keep an eye out for that, because there are going to be a lot more streams this month. But yeah, that's all the news for today regarding the season pass stuff. Here's hoping we can get a response to this and they can figure it out, because like I said, we're running out of time until the end of the season. And it would really be a shame if people missed out on completing the pass that they paid for because of a, unforeseen error on Second Inner's end. That's going to wrap it up for this one, though. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.